Okay, this is my quick review of the Apple Watch, and this is the stainless steel with the white sport band. I got it today and had a chance to go to the gym with it today. Got to try out several of the different applications, and thus far the feel of this thing's awesome. The display is extremely responsive. The customization options are really cool. So you have a bunch of different faces you can choose from, but then even further, once you select a certain face, you have further customization options where you want certain pieces of data to show or not show, etc. And it depends really on which watch you're choosing. Some of them have multiple pages of settings, some of them only have one page of settings, etc. And then it retains those settings, so if you happen to choose faces for whatever reason, it'll retain whatever your configuration for that particular face was. I've seen myself kind of switching between a couple of different faces. I do like this one just because it's simple, and really the only customization for this is the color, but it's just nice and simple on your wrist, extra large, just shows you the current time, and you can set 24-hour clock, 12-hour, etc. Mickey Mouse is fun, and they talked about coming out with additional faces. Since it's all software driven, you can imagine that maybe even developers will be able to start building faces. Also, lately I've been sticking with the modular face, just because it has a lot of information. It has information about upcoming calendar events, and then every piece of one of these of this data is customizable. So when I go into my customization options, I can choose, for example, this is my activity monitor, and I can roll the wheel here and have that be something completely different. And so there's a kind of a list of things you can have in those positions. So I'll just stick with that here. Even this main area here can be my calendar. It could be the date. So you can kind of completely customize those different faces. Also, I've taken phone calls on this. I've messaged some people on this. The Siri integration is pretty awesome. Navigate to Starbucks, and this will do full navigation just like you do on your phone. Turn-by-turn directions, all that stuff. Pretty cool. You can also tell where you're currently at. So my wife likes to run a lot. It'll do a full GPS of where you are right now, and track, like the Map My Run app will track, as you go throughout your run, it'll track and store the GPS and the route just like it does on the iPhone, but you'll have it available on your wrist as you go. This is again, turn-by-turn directions here that you can go through for that, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of different applications. Being able to use the watch as a viewfinder for your phone is really cool, as well as the ability to use your, let me open the camera app on my phone. So you can see now my watch is a viewfinder for my phone's camera. Hey, hello. So pretty cool thing here if you want to, because you can actually take the picture with your watch, so you can set it up and then everyone gets in position, and then you can tap your watch to take an image. So pretty cool. I like that functionality. Also, it can store up to 2 gigs worth of music on here. So obviously you can use it as a control device for your phone, but it'll also store 2 gigs of music on the device itself, and it can work independently of your phone, even with specifically with Bluetooth headphones. So if you go out for a run and just want to bring your watch, you can use Apple Pay. You can listen to music, and there's a couple other features that you can use, and those are all listed in the user guide for it. Calendar function, a lot of these things you've probably seen. I really did like the workout app. Basically, you can set certain criteria. So basically, I can come in and say, hey, I'm going to do a outdoor walk. And then you can either set a calorie goal, you can set a time, you can set how many miles, or you can just say no goal and have it open and just have it track everything. And so I did this earlier when I went to the gym. I also did when I was running at the gym, as well as they have a well, right here, other, when I was just doing legs at the gym. Same thing. I was able to track how many my calories. I was able to track my heart rate, and the heart rate monitor is actually really cool. I tested it at the gym when I was on the treadmill, and it matched. When I put my hands on the readers on the treadmill, it matched exactly, the heart rate there, which you'd expect. But it was nice to have that validated, since they're looking at it in a different way, where they're using the camera to look through your skin and see how many white blood cells are going through, or red blood cells are going through. Pretty cool. Messaging is really cool. My hit phone. Messaging is really cool. Basically, you can message just like on your phone, but it was nice to be able to receive messages while I was on the treadmill, and had my phone in my pocket. Was able to respond completely with voice. Then you can set up your canned responses on your phone, etc. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. Mail functionality is cool. Being able to, view your inboxes, respond. Those things are cool. Also, the let's see what I was going to show. The phone. I did a phone call from my wrist. That actually worked really well. And let's see. So if you hit there's a little button below here. If you hit this, this will actually bring up the people that you communicate with often. And so, you can, let me find Chris. So I can just tap on him. And then, he doesn't have AppleWatch, so it doesn't show the option of being able to tap to him. But my other buddy Roger, who got his, I have the ability to tap to him. Down here, you've probably seen the thing, 2 fingers, and you can give him your heartbeat. Oh, he sent me a message. Haha, okay. So I can send him a tap message on here, and maybe I shouldn't be showing you what he's sending me. I can message him from the app here, and then I can say, "Hey dude, how are you enjoying your watch?" ? So you can see that how Siri works. Then I can also hit the phone, and this will call him directly from the watch. So you can see his response. So he's just responding to me here. You can get that. I can reply, I can dismiss it. I can pull down to dismiss. And then at any time you can hold down the crown here, and that will actually bring up Siri. So you can dictate to Siri whatever you want. So let me cancel her, and then what time is it? Yeah, so she can give you information. She doesn't actually read it aloud like she does on the phone, but you don't really need it because obviously it's on your wrist, which is helpful. So yeah, I mean, first impressions, with all the baseline apps, Apple Pay is pretty awesome. So I have my card loaded in here. You have your Delta passes. So here's my flight that, when I went to, I flew back from Atlanta. They also have, if you double tap this, the Friends button, you'll see it brings up my Apple Pay. So I can just then choose, if I had multiple cards, you can swipe between cards. I only have one card in here. You can swipe between cards and then basically pay with whatever card you have handy instead of holding your phone up, which works well. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I think all in all, I really like the Apple Watch thus far. Really a solid. I'm not a watch wearer, but every now and again, I'll have a watch for a certain period of time. To have the amount of utility this has, especially being able to, while you're biking, or contextually while you're at an event, or just even throughout your day, to be able to see quick notifications, respond to notifications, etc. I think it's great. Also, when you swipe up from the bottom, let me get out of here. Apparently I took a picture. When you swipe up from the bottom, it brings up your glances, and there's a bunch of different things you have in here. You can get your heart rate, you can get your current battery remaining, how your exercise goals are for the day, calendaring, and you can configure what things actually show up in your glances. And so this is just a quick high-level view of everything. Another thing I really like is I can tap this button and this will ping my phone. So now you can hear my phone. So if you lose your phone around the house, it works just like Find My iPhone, same sort of thing. As you can see now, it's been off my wrist for a little while, and you can see that little lock icon at the top. So if I want to interact with it at this point, I have to re-enter my password. That's because it's not actually touching my skin. If it's touching your skin, it'll stay unlocked once you put in your PIN, just to protect obviously your data, but also to protect for Apple Pay, because you can actually use this thing for Apple Pay without actually being having it connected to your iPhone. So anyhow, yeah, totally digging it so far. Seems like, just like with the iPhone, developers are really what took it to the next level with the apps and the integration. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that is realized, and also when the developer kit gets opened up a little bit more. Right now it's pretty baseline, so excited to see that get opened up further for developers to create more engaging experiences, getting the core animation SDK part opened, and potentially, hopefully, even the NFC chip in it. That would be awesome if that were open and available for developers.